Hello everyone, this is my first and last edition of Hamlet for newbies and Hamlet for intellectuals. Welcome! So, if you're friends with teachers of English or literature teachers and you can't understand the words of what they are saying when they mention Hamlet or Shakespeare, then this video is for you. And for those Hamlet and Shakespeare lovers who have already read the play and are hoping to pass Literature 3 by using specific vocabulary and quoting the experts on your final exam, don't hesitate to continue watching. So, as we all know, it is very important to know some background information on the author, in our case, William Shakespeare. For the newbies, it's very important that you know how to spell Shakespeare, right? And also to remember that he didn't write novels, he didn't write short stories, but he wrote plays and also sonnets. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon. We have London to guide you, and here we have Stratford-upon-Avon. He died in 1616 and he wrote 38 plays, which of course I'm sure you remember at least 5 or 6 of them, and he also wrote 154 sonnets. Hamlet is a tragedy. It's divided in 5 acts, and each of them is divided into some 4 or 3 scenes in some cases. So, what is a tragedy? This means that all the characters died in the end. Intellectuals, you should know that one of the most important characteristics of tragedies is that there is a restoration of natural order and of justice. Well, a term that is very important for the newbies to know is that the Oedipal complex is a term coined by Sigmund Freud. He's the founder of psychoanalysis, and the short version says that Hamlet is subconsciously in love with his mother. Intellectuals, pay attention to me because here I have a very important text for the analysis of Hamlet. It's called Too Much in the Black Sun. It's by Julia Kristeva and it will provide you with a very profound analysis of Hamlet. Right? In this text you will find topics such as the mourning of the father and the mourning of the mother. Yes, and Jones, for example, he says that Hamlet successfully repressed jealousy for his father, and the attraction for his mother is reactivated when Gertrude marries Claudius. Symbolism is a very important element in Hamlet, so newbies pay attention. This symbolism refers to the use of symbols to signify ideas and qualities by giving them a symbolic meaning. We have the garden, for example, which is a metaphor for the female sex. So, for the intellectuals, we can add that the garden was a warranty for integrity and an image of virtue, right? And now it turns into a contaminated space, according to Hamlet. Gertrude brings death into the world by turning it into a graveyard. And many scenes take place in the garden. A soliloquy occurs when a character talks to oneself and expresses aloud his or her feelings. We should know, newbies, you should know, that the phrase to be or not to be, that is the question, doesn't take place when Hamlet is holding the skull. That is a complete different scene. And so, now, for the intellectuals, what Hamlet means when he says to be or not to be, that is the question, he refers to being alive or being dead, so we can think that he's considering suicide. So, newbies, you should know that at the beginning of the play there is a ghost of old Hamlet, that is Hamlet's father, that appears in front of Hamlet and tells him that he has to revenge him, he has to kill Claudius. For the intellectuals, we should know that Hamlet thinks that this ghost could be an evil spirit who is there to tempt him, that is why he doesn't act. We can see a play within the play, this is new information for the newbies, that is called The Mousetrap. This scene of the mousetrap takes place in Act 3, Scene 2, and this is meant to cause a reaction in Claudius. This is the climax of the play Hamlet, because Hamlet puts up this play because he wants to know if Claudius killed old Hamlet for sure. As regards the ghost, there is another new piece of information for the newbies. The ghost appears twice during the play, And for the intellectuals, it's important that you remember that the second time that the ghost appears, it's in front of Gertrude and Hamlet, but Gertrude cannot see him. So there are three theories for this. The first one is that the ghost may be able to decide who sees him. The second one is that maybe Hamlet is the one that has unfinished business, but not Gertrude. And the third one is very popular and says that Hamlet is mad, and that is why he can see the ghost. Thank you all for watching. I hope this has been a useful session for you. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.